A remote logging road, a young man driving alone at night, and a traffic stop that started out routine, but unraveled into something far darker. He was young, polite, and seemingly normal. But within hours, police realized they may have just stopped someone hiding a chilling secret. This is the case of Cody Legebokoff, Canada's youngest known serial killer, and one of the most quietly disturbing investigations in Canadian history. He was clean-cut, polite, and worked at a car dealership. To anyone who met him, Cody Legebokoff seemed like an ordinary young man with a promising future. He was the kind of person you'd trust to sell you a car or help you with a flat tire. He played hockey, posted selfies, and lived in a quiet Canadian town. His social media was filled with typical snapshots of a young man enjoying life, blending seamlessly into the fabric of his community. But behind that smile was a secret, a dark, chilling secret that no one could have ever imagined. It was a facade that hid his true nature, a mask that concealed his sinister intentions. One traffic stop in the middle of nowhere, and suddenly a hidden trail of disappearances, deception, and a double life began to unravel. It was a routine stop that would lead to a shocking discovery, changing the lives of many forever. This wasn't some hardened criminal. He didn't fit the profile of a typical offender. He was someone who could easily be overlooked, someone who didn't raise any red flags. This was a 20-year-old who looked like your neighbor, your co-worker, maybe even your friend. He was the boy next door, the friendly face you'd see at the local store or at a community event. But investigators would soon learn not everything normal is innocent. As they dug deeper, they uncovered a web of lies and a series of heinous acts that defied comprehension. Welcome back to the Unread Files, where the truth doesn't always come easy, but it always comes out. Stay tuned as we delve into the depths of this harrowing tale. November 27th, 2010, a date that would soon be etched into the memories of the residents of Fort St. James. Fort St. James, British Columbia, a small, serene town surrounded by dense forests and vast wilderness, a place where everyone knows everyone, and the nights are usually quiet. Constable Aaron Kaler with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police is patrolling the dark, winding roads when he gets a report. A black pickup truck has been seen speeding away from a remote forest road, raising immediate suspicion. It's late, the area is isolated, and that road is mostly used by hunters. The dense forest looms ominously and something feels off. The air is thick with tension. Minutes later, Kaler spots the truck and pulls it over. Inside is 20-year-old Cody Legebokoff. He appears calm, cooperative, and polite, not the demeanor one would expect from someone fleeing a scene. Cody claims he was out hunting, a common activity in these parts. His story seems plausible at first, but there's no weapon, no hunting license, no sign of any animals, just a shovel and a few tools. The pieces of his story don't add up. The officer isn't buying it. His instincts tell him something is wrong. He calls in backup, including a conservation officer, to assist in the investigation. The situation is becoming more serious by the minute. That decision, made on a hunch and a gut feeling, would change everything. It would set off a chain of events that no one in Fort St. James could have anticipated. The officers decide to retrace Cody's tire tracks, hoping to find any clues that might explain the strange circumstances surrounding his traffic stop. Following them down the snowy logging road, their breath visible in the cold air as they move deeper into the forest. There, near the edge of the forest, they make a heartbreaking discovery. The scene is somber, the silence only broken by the crunch of snow underfoot. The body of Lauren Leslie, a 15-year-old girl who had been reported missing earlier that same day. Her family had been desperately searching for her. Lauren was known for her big heart and artistic spirit. She loved to draw and paint, often losing herself in her artwork for hours. Despite being legally blind, she had a love for life, music, and connecting with people online. Her resilience and positivity were an inspiration to many. One of those connections, Cody. They had met online and quickly formed a bond, sharing their thoughts and dreams. Investigators learned the two had exchanged messages through a social media site. Their conversations seemed innocent at first glance. They'd arranged to meet that night. Now she's gone. The forest, once a place of beauty, now holds a dark secret, and Cody is in custody. The young man who seemed so friendly online is now the prime suspect in a tragic case. What started as a strange traffic stop has become a major investigation. The officers are determined to uncover the truth, and it's only just beginning. The search for answers will take them deeper into the mystery of Lauren Leslie's final hours. At first glance, Cody seemed like an ordinary guy. He grew up in Fort St. James, played hockey, went to parties, had a full-time job at a car dealership. Online, he posted photos, joked around, and commented like any other 20-something. There were no obvious warning signs, no criminal record. He looked and acted like the average young adult. But once authorities began digging deeper, they found signs of something much darker. A search of his apartment revealed disturbing items. His digital footprint raised questions, and soon investigators would connect him to more than just Lauren. As police cross-reference unsolved cases from the region, they start to see a pattern. 3 other women had vanished in the Prince George area over the past 2 years. Jill Stachenko, a talented singer and mother, Cynthia Maas, a community outreach worker, and Natasha Montgomery, who was focused on turning her life around. All had disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Until now, there were no solid leads in any of their cases. But Cody's name begins surfacing in connection with each one. Phone records, DNA traces, online communication. In one case, items belonging to a victim are found in his home. One by one, the pieces fall into place. The most chilling part? Cody wasn't living in isolation. While these women were disappearing, he was posting selfies, hanging with friends, showing up to work on time. There was no strange behavior, no outbursts, no warning signs, but investigators uncovered a hidden side. Cody had been using multiple social media accounts, sometimes under fake names, to reach out to women. His online activity showed manipulation, deceit, a pattern. The young man who seemed average was hiding behind a mask, and that mask was starting to slip. In 2014, Cody Legebokoff went on trial in British Columbia. He faced 4 counts of first-degree charges tied to the deaths of Lauren, Jill, Cynthia, and Natasha. Prosecutors presented a mountain of evidence: phone data, internet activity, forensic analysis, DNA matches. Witnesses spoke about his behavior. Experts laid out timelines. Cody maintained his innocence in 3 cases. He claimed Lauren's death was accidental, but the evidence told a different story. The jury deliberated and eventually found him guilty on all 4 counts. He was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole for 25 years, the harshest sentence allowed under Canadian law at the time. The case may be closed, but the questions never stopped. What led Cody down this path? There was no traumatic childhood, no clear signs of violence, nothing that explained what happened or why. Was it a hidden side of his personality, a secret life that no one around him ever caught on to? Psychologists couldn't agree on a clear motive, and Cody never offered a full explanation. For the families, that silence is haunting, because when there are no answers, healing becomes harder. What do you think? Was this the result of hidden darkness, or missed signs that should have been caught sooner? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if this case gripped you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. We've got more chilling, under-the-radar stories coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss them. You've been watching The Unread Files, where darkness lives in plain sight.